In the early days of the war, my grandparents made the decision. My grandpa would create a diversion so my grandma could shepherd the rest of the villagers to the mountains for safety. Later, she helped build and reinforce the boats, and she joined the trek that so many made over the ocean for what they thought would be a better life. Still later, my family tried to be invisible in the U.S. It was the safer thing to do. We relied on churches to help with food and school supplies. When I was 11, I stood in line with my mom at the giveaway. I asked her, "Why do we have to do this?" She said, "We're not like other families. We can't make waves or they will come for us." Then, even later, my son wanted to save the bees by making a pollinator garden. This was in the early days of COVID. At the hardware store, people followed us inside. They said, "Go back to your country." I thought, I just need to get my son to safety. As we pushed the cart towards her car, I noticed a big truck driving towards us. It stopped just inches away from my body. We got into the car, and I could feel them looking at me as we left. At home, I called the police. An officer told me, "Well, they didn't hurt you. You have no injuries. You're fine. Just move on." I didn't feel fine, and I didn't feel safe. A couple of years later, my son started kindergarten. My memories of school were of a safe and magical place full of laughter and art and connection. I was heartbroken to see how segregated his school was. I wondered what changed. One day at pickup, I overheard a little boy talking to his grandma in Vietnamese. He was embarrassed and frustrated, trying to explain some paperwork. It took me back to when I was little and had to translate for my parents. I thought, 30 years have passed. Why aren't we making waves? I started asking, how can we get more support, more safety? And I joined with other families. We came together to talk about celebrating culture. We created piñatas for Los Pasados. We made art to honor Human Rights Day. And we had lion dancing for the Lunar New Year. We said, this is what safety looks like. This is what community looks like.